Hi, this is Miss Fen. Today I will be going over literary archetypes. First, what is an archetype? Take a look at these images and think about what you notice. If you're still confused, here are more images. How are these images similar? Well, let's take a closer look at a definition. An archetype is the original pattern or model from which all things of the same kind are copied or on which they are based, a model or first form prototype. I highlighted specific words, keywords in the definition to help you understand what an archetype is. We have pattern, model, same kind, copied, prototype. What does this have to do with literature? In literature, when you read stories, there are recurring patterns. So think about all the stories you have read or even movies you have seen. What are some patterns, trends that are copied from stories to stories or movies to movies? In stories, there are characters, there's plot structure, there are even themes and lessons. There are two types of archetypes that I want us to focus on today, be character and situational. Well, let's look at the character archetype. When you read stories or watch movies, there are typical heroes that you've seen or watched, and they have similar character traits that are repeated or patterns in these stories. For example, we have Thor. He is seen as honorable, just, he has supernatural powers, and he's on a quest. Can you think of other heroes that have the same patterns, like Odysseus in the Odyssey or Frodo in Lord of the Rings? What are some of the patterns that you see? Here are some examples of other character archetypes. We have what I mentioned, the hero. We have the mother figure, someone who is nurturing, understanding, someone who provides mental or physical protection. We have the mentor, who is usually the protector, could be a wise man or woman who gives guidance. Think of Lord of the Rings. In Frodo, the character Frodo, who is his mentor? Can you think of that character? It would be Gandalf, right? He is seen as a protector, he's a wise man, and he offers Frodo guidance. We also have the sidekick who is loyal, selfless, sometimes portrayed as silly for comic relief. So, again, with the example of Frodo, who is his sidekick? There is also the scapegoat, someone who is blamed for what goes wrong in the story. And the opposite of the hero would be the villain, so someone who opposes the hero, not virtuous. And this kind of plays into the conflict of good versus evil. So when you think of heroes, who is the hero's opposite? Those are example of character types. We also have situational archetypes. Again, the example of the quest, the search for something or someone. The character is usually not alone, but goes on a quest with other characters. And during the quest, the hero or protagonist matures and grows, and there's growth within the character. So think of stories where the hero goes on a quest and matures. And as part of a quest, sometimes the hero has a magic weapon. So with the example with Frodo, the ring to rule them all. So being able to wield the weapon compared to other characters. If you think of Thor, what is his magic weapon? So now that you are have an idea of what character archetypes and situational archetypes are, I want you to compare the movie The Lord of the Rings and Clash of the Titans. And if you haven't seen the movie, you definitely should. Just watch the movie or review the movie and think of some patterns you see in the characters and in the situation itself. What are some patterns or trends. And this will help you to understand what archetypes are. And if you want additional reading, here are some websites for your reading pleasure. If you have any questions, please email me. And here are some of the photo credits and definition credits I pulled from dictionary.com. Just make sure you always cite your sources. Thank you.